Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Tuesday, 12th of May 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. I think yesterday's move caught a lot of people by surprise because initially people thought it would go down, but then it moved up steadily. Now, somewhat similar to what happened last Thursday when the bulls were very happy, and then on Friday the market came down falling. And yesterday, I was a part of a discussion on spaces where people were confused and where the discussion was on whether the market has actually hit a bottom or are we going to see more downside. So the opinion was divided, I would say. I had my own things to say. Basically, people who follow this channel will know that I've been consistently bullish. And for me, I mean, I only am thinking that we should not be too worried about whether we actually hit the bottom or not, but we should look at liquidity, which is flowing in plenty. So I started off there saying that, the mutual fund inflow now has been so high that everybody in the family seems to be now entangled with the stock market with a record mutual fund inflows data which came in yesterday and which I talked about, last week as well as yesterday morning that I'm expecting really good numbers. Okay. So everybody now is coming into the market. So we'll have to question whether we have to worry too much about it in terms of where the market will go, especially the Nifty. If you look at what happened to Nifty, the first 1 hour, nothing happened. In fact, things were looking very bleak. In fact, the uh, opening hour, if you see, the broader market was negative in the sense the declines were higher than advances, nearly 1 is to 3. Slowly and steadily, the bulls pulled up, and finally, it ended with the bulls having a better advance decline ratio. It was not great, but still, it was about 16 stocks to advance, with to every 14 stocks declined. There is a lot of skepticism in the market. There is a lot of fear in the market. There is a lot of distrust in the market as far as the secondary market is concerned, as far as the active traders are concerned. That is why volumes yesterday was about 85,000 crores. Typical volumes are between 95 to 105, 1,05,000 crores. So it was below average. The reasoning being that people are scared of the markets because Mr. Trump is deciding so many things and mostly against India. So all of us have to be very wary when we enter the market. So yesterday, Nifty Sensex and Nifty Bank did well. If you remember on Friday, people were talking of Nifty having broken 24,500, so it is bearish. And typically, market does what it does best. It confuses the hell out of everybody. And yesterday we closed above 24,500. Sensex also closed above 80,000 on Friday. It had fallen below 80,000, and all the analysts had given a bearish call. Nifty Bank also had closed below 55,500, so that also has gone up. BSE 500 has done well. Overall, Indian markets fought back significantly. But FIs continue to sell, as I keep saying, that FIs are net sellers in Indian market in 8 of the past 11 years. If you take from 2015 secondary market data, calendar year, we have had FIs selling in 8 of the 11 years, but yet the market has gone up from 7,000, which it was in 2014-15, to 24,000, 25,000, which means we have survived despite FIs continuing to sell. DIs, of course, came in big, and about 4,800 crores is the net purchases from institutions. Because of DIs bought nearly close to 6,000 crores. Dow Jones did not, sorry, this is a little bit old, early data at our 7 o'clock data, which maybe that closing data should be have been given here. But anyway, the Dow Jones closed negatively. S&P and Nasdaq also did not do too much. But today, after hours, the markets seem better, and dollar index is steady at 98.44. This was at 7 o'clock, our Indian Standard Time. Brent crude is, in a narrow range, that is the 65 to 75. We are close to the 65 dollar, let's say, floor. So gold, for instance, was very volatile, and Trump has announced that there will be no tariff on gold after market. So it has settled to a steady uptrend. Silver has been doing well, but yesterday silver also fell. I think silver should now pick up as days go by. So the biggest data yesterday was equity inflows in mutual funds hit an all-time high of 42,000 crores. Just take a moment, pause, and think about the number 42,000 crores. And equity segment saw consecutive 53rd straight month. That means more than 4 years consecutively, independent of what happens on India, Pakistan, in Iran, Israel, Trump tariff, and whatever thing has been thrown at the market, the Indian retail investor has been putting money into the mutual funds on a consistent basis. I think that is saying something of where our Indian markets are likely to go in the near future. So if you look at it, mid cap got about 38% more than the previous month inflows in terms of inflows. Small cap got much higher at 61%, and flexi cap got about 34%. So we have had good amount of flows coming across the board: mid cap, small cap, and flexi cap. NFO inflows was about 30,000 crores, which is also big because 20 schemes were launched in July. So overall, the market flows were dictated by liquid funds, money market, and equity segments. So all numbers are month on month. So all is well as far as the retail Indian investor is concerned. So now on the income tax bill, it was proposed yesterday. There was some panic, thinking that because it has been withdrawn, the budget, what they presented during budget, so there is going to be great changes. There is no changes whatsoever in taxation. In fact, there is a relief for partnership firms and family offices. Then we have had the limited liability partnership. They're getting specific tax benefits, and there is income tax bill maintains status quo on loss carry forward rules under Section 79. Technically, it may not mean much for the markets today, but basically what it means is that there are no new taxes. The big news after market in US was the Trump extending China tariffs, China truce for 90 days, averting the tariff hike. Currently, China pays 30%. There was a higher tariff. Now that will be negotiated. See, Trump is a businessman and he knows that if he puts more tariffs on China, then he will suffer. I mean, the country will suffer. So he is finding some excuse, and he has, what shall I say, pushed it by 90 days. I think that order, that extra tariffs will not come through. I have a feeling even this 30% also will come down, because 30% is too high, because China and US do a large amount of trade. It's the largest trading partner for US, and if they're, who will pay finally is the consumer. So I'm expecting a recession to happen next year. If the recession already started, in my opinion, effects of recession will be felt in the next 6 to 8 months. That is when the trouble will come for the US market. Till then, all is well. Then what are the cues to watch today? Today, CPI inflation will come. I think it will be low. As far as India is concerned, similarly, I think it will not be too high for US. I think there may be a slight uptick in inflation in US. So what are the results which are coming? Nifty results, Nifty companies results are Hindalco, Apollo Hospitals, and ONGC. Hindalco will be watched because commodities is where the action is. Apollo Hospital should come with good results. ONGC, you never know what kind of results they'll come. It's not very important. Granules India, we have to see the results, because last time there was a disaster and the prices fell, not because of results per se, because of their practices. Then NHBC should be okay. Then you have Balrampur Chini, which I would like to watch. Oil India will be similar to ONGC. Then you have Jyoti Labs should come up with so-so results, because you see this is an FMCG company. Then Karnataka Bank also may not come with great results. Then you have Nazara Tech, which may be okay. VA Tech Bank may come with good results, in my opinion. Natco Farm also should come with good results. Minda also. And then HAL, I think, will be very tricky, because you see, HAL got a lot of orders, but at the end of the day, it takes time for them to execute the orders. So therefore, there will be a mixture of good and bad, I suspect, in today's results. So Gift Nifty is talking about 25 to 30 points uptick. As I told you, I do not really put too much emphasis on Gift Nifty, but nevertheless, it looks like we may be in a little bit better position because Japan, if you see, has gone up by 2%. Yesterday was a holiday in Japan, 1,000 points on the Japanese index, but Hong Kong is not that great, neither is Singapore. So we have to contend with our own issues here. Incidentally, even after the rally yesterday, FIs continue to hold about 91% of their positions in in index futures on the negative side. I keep repeating that anything above 85% will mean that the markets are unlikely to go down and stay down for a long time. So that gives us some relief that so long as these guys are above 85, at 91 is almost a record because day for yesterday was a record. Yesterday they covered something, but still 91. We should be not too concerned about the direction of the market. It will be a stock specific market. We have to see what stocks we have to buy. So we continue to be bullish. Yesterday also we bought some stocks like Tata Motors, Lupin, Dr. Reddy, and wherever money comes, we will continue to buy. But whatever you do, I hope it is successful. Thank you for me.